This dog is holding a bigger stick than himself. Beautiful dog. Is he a runner? Alright then, let's move to Marple Aqueduct. So I think we have to turn right from here, and then from inside the forest we will go through to the Marple Duct. It's going to be beautiful. I was actually getting the map ready for the aqueduct, but a guy passing by told me that you should go to the Comstall Nature Reserve. There's a beautiful lake there, and I said, why not? So we'll first go and see that, and then we'll move on to the aqueduct. Let's go. It's a beautiful place. I have to cross the car park right in the middle. So we have to go down from this road. There somewhere is the nature reserve or the Comstall Lake. Let's see what we find there. The bridge I'm crossing right now is called the Marple Bridge. This is a very old bridge. See, Marple Bridge, conservative area. This is a very old bridge. We'll come back to this later. I'll show you what it is and what it was. I have to turn right up here. Welcome to Etherow Country Park. This is your green space. Everyone is welcome. Please enjoy it responsibly. This is the way. Let's go. Okay, let's see what you find here. Yes, lots of birds. So the guy I was talking about who told me about this place, he just came by, saw me, and he said that whatever you're doing, I've done all my life. This is the guy I'm talking about. So, and he said that you even went to London. So I told him that isn't my plan of things to do. Oh my God, beautiful place. So I told him that this was my plan as well. I'll have to go to London as well. But right now, I'm actually testing out my kit. Thank you, no worries. Hi. It's amazing, yeah. Amazing place. And cycling here is just brilliant, I should say. Look at this side, you have a lake on this side, you have a lake on that side. This is the Etherow Country Park. It is the central attraction at the village of Comstall near Marple. It has a unique distinction of being declared the first country park of Britain in 1968. This place used to be a cotton mill which was owned by George Andrew. He developed Comstall village for the 800 workers of his mill. The river Etherow flows through the area, which provide the vital energy for the mill. The lakes here today used to be mill ponds that were built to store water. They're also called Comstall Lakes. This area is part of the Comstall Nature Reserve, which was declared in 1977. Every year, almost 250,000 people travel here to enjoy nature and many species of birds that call this place home, like herons, tawny owls, and kingfishers. This is a perfect example of turning an area with an industrial legacy into a nature reserve. So we have a lake on this side, we have a lake on that side. Look at these wild ducks. You must have heard the story about this place. Now let's move on, finish this track, and go on our journey to the to the aqueduct. And then we'll explore if there's any other place in Marple. If not, then we'll move to New Mills. I used to have the same ducks back home in Pakistan, but they're quite shy. I wanted to take a picture of them, but I couldn't. It's a very narrow bridge. I need to get to that waterfall. I hope I make it. Whoa. So I'm just going to pedal slowly. Can be tricky. Thank you. So I hope you liked the place. I'm glad I didn't miss it. Someone told me that this place is very nice, and indeed it is. I personally enjoyed the views, the drone shots. Let me just take you to the Aqueduct now. The Aqueduct is also a very beautiful place to see. It's a marvel of engineering, and then we'll head off from there to continue our journey towards Bakewell. Let's go. This dog is holding a bigger stick than himself. This dog is holding a bigger stick than himself.
I know.
Crazy. All right, so let's cross this bridge again. Okay. Oh, slow, slow, slow. Thanks, man. This is such a beautiful place that you need to come here yourself. I've tried to capture it as much as I can, but there's nothing like actually being here. I mean, I've tried to show it to you with 3 different cameras. It's not even half of what you can see here by yourself. The sun keeps coming in and going out. So we left out this bridge while we're going this way. So let's go this way on the bridge. That side, see if we miss something. If not, we come back and go towards the aqueduct. So I also see some swans there. So the last time in Salford Keys, I showed some swans, and there was this one guy commenting, "Hands off our swans, they're the king swans." So is that true? Are they really the king swans? I heard somewhere on a news report somewhere, somebody had killed a swan. I don't know what happened to that guy then. We can also go on this trail, but it's too steep. And I don't know where it leads. So I'm just going to stick to my plan, go to the aqueduct and see if... let me just check for a moment where this trail goes. So I talked to those people, and they said that you can go up on the bike, but you won't be able to get out here. So what it means is that I can explore this area, but I won't be able to get out. So that will be added time. And plus he said that you might get up on the bike because your bike is a bit off-roady, but there's areas in the middle where you'll get stuck and you might even fall down. So I'm going to skip this, and I'm going to go straight to the Marple Aqueduct. Here we are. Let's go to the Marple Aqueduct. So we'll go to the Marple Aqueduct, and I'm sure you're going to like that as well, because you're going to admire its 200-year-old engineering. I think it's older than that. But, I mean, sorry, I'm back at the bridge again. I mean, to think of, hello Swanseas. We are crossing the open lake. It has 2 small islands, one there, one is there. And I was crossing this on my way out, so I thought maybe I'll give you a brief view of this as well. So here is a feeding session going on. That's the car park on my way out. So This guy is feeding them bread. Is bread the right thing to feed them? Because it's a highly processed food. So we're getting back in town. This place was a bit outside. We're going back to the Marple locks that I showed you earlier. So because the guy was talking so high of that place, I had to visit it, and it has lived up to what he said. It was it was a gorgeous place. On our way, let me also show you the Marple Bridge. This in front of us is the Marple Bridge. Usually, infrastructure like roads, bridges, and ports are known by their geography or nearby settlements. But it's the reverse in this case. This is Marple Bridge. The village across it is also called Marple Bridge. This bridge had such significance to the people of the village across that they named their village the same. People that lived here in the 1600s treated Marple Township as their lifeline for trade and living essentials, which made this bridge a vital connection. Since 1621, a wooden bridge over this crossing has been recorded, but by the 18th century, it was old and partially damaged by floods. Two stonemasons, Samuel and Mr. Lister, were given the task to build this bridge. They created a magnificent stone arch, modern for its time, and it still stands today. So this looked like a new place, but it's the same car park that we came from. We're just gonna go up now. Going back up on the incline that I enjoyed so much. Sorry, on the decline that I enjoyed so much. So for a new guy who come in, even if you have Google Maps, it's just too confusing. I mean, one canal goes to New Mills, the other canal goes to Bakewell. So a bit confusing. So these are the same locks that I just showed you earlier. So we are going this way now, and we're going to touch the aqueduct. I feel like I'm going through my village back in Charsada, Pakistan. Has the same kind of roads, different trees, but the trees, they are mostly popular trees, but it has the same hint of green there. And then you get some off-road tracks like this. Someday I'll show you my village as well. On the same e-bike, I'll show you how we travel there. I mean, that's a plan way off in the future. But, I mean, why not? Once I travel back to my country, I'll show you what kind of country it is. And I'm sure once you go through my full series on that country, once I make that, obviously, I'm talking in future tense here, half of you would be talking to your agents to get a ticket there, and half of you would be discussing it with your spouses or your parents or whatever. So it is that good. It is that good. Apart from people, I mean, that you can't help, the bigots and the racists. If you are a person of sound mind and you are beyond those kind of things, you look at Pakistan and You'll you'll see if you like places to visit, if you like nature, if you like culture, Pakistan is a must visit for you. Aqueduct. So I'm not going to bore you with this. I'm just going to give you a direct story as to what it was, when was it made, why is it here. Now normally you'll see a train or a car crossing a bridge. This is just purely made for the water to cross the bridge, the canal. The Peak Forest Canal. They have diverted it, and so this goes over the River Goyt. Now let's hear a story about it.
This is Marple Aqueduct. It is also called Goyt Aqueduct or the Grand Aqueduct. It takes the Peak Forest Canal over the River Goyt. It is 100 feet high and 309 feet long. It is an important milestone in the industrial era engineering. It was designed and built by Benjamin Outram and Thomas Brown. Construction started in 1794 and it took 7 years and the lives of 7 people to complete it. It was severely damaged by frost twice in history, and it got so bad that in 1962 there were talks of demolishing it. But Cheshire County, with the support of the locals, restored it in 1964. Marple's Samuel Orlon played a critical role in getting this aqueduct built. Today it is a World Heritage Site that is fully operational. It is a marvel of engineering and aesthetic beauty, and is a reminder of the industrial legacy of Marple.
Okay, the road looks nice. Nice open roads, lots of greenery. I hope it takes me through the canal. Because see, I totally depend on Google to tell me where to go. I'm not local, so I wouldn't know what's the best place to go through. I'm just hoping it's taking me through the canal. Because you don't buy the e-bike for roads. You buy them for off-road trails and canals and wooded wilderness. So let's see where it takes me from. Now this is a road I found. Maybe it's going up. Hopefully it can put me on the canal and on my way to New Mills. Yes, looks this way. Okay, so I finally made it to the canal. I may be new, but as I said, I can find my way around. So this canal is going to take us all the way up to New Mills. So this is still the Peak Forest Canal that we saw where it started from, the Marple Locks, still continuing, and we go all the way to New Mills. Now the canal here, there's so many canals, it's just so confusing to keep track of all their names and where does one start and where does one end. So forgive me if, because you guys, most of my audience is from the UK, so forgive me if I name something wrong, or if the directions that I say are not what they say they are. I mean, I'm just learning everything from Google. Yeah. So any correction that you find that you might want to put in, comment section is open. Just put in everything that you want to say. Help me learn about your country, and I think it will be beneficial for both of us. The more I know, the better vlogs I'll make. Cute dog. Thank you. I just saw a crane fly by. It was huge. Beautiful dog. Is he a runner?
Yeah, no.
Is he active?
Yeah, but I don't use him.
Oh yeah. Because he's a greyhound, right?
No, British.
Oh.
Greyhound's much bigger. tiger.
Okay, okay. Because I see him and I can just say greyhound because he has a
Greyhound shape, but it's a whippet, the small one.
Okay, whip it. Can you spell it?
W-H-I. I always do this, Joe. W-H-I double P
Okay.
E-T or H-E-T.
Okay, I'll read up about it. All right, beautiful dog. Thank you, ma'am. So the dog that we just saw previously behind with that woman, it was a whippet. I thought it was a greyhound, but she says no. It's a smaller subspecies called the whippet. So good to know. I learned something new. I mean, the love for dogs and animals in this country is beyond I've seen anywhere else because I've lived most of my life in Pakistan. Just a few trips here and there, but I mean, we grew up with dogs. We are four brothers, and we grew up with dogs. I mean, we had like 5-6 dogs in our house because my dad he really loved dogs. But our dogs used to have, they used to live outside. They had their pens. Their food used to be at a particular place in front of their pens. I don't remember if you ever took him for a walk because our house was too big, so they used to have room to stretch. And sometime, maybe once or twice, my dad maybe had taken him for a walk or something. I used to, but not my dad. So, I mean, we do love dogs, but here people live with them. I mean, I've seen someone celebrating birthdays inside a restaurant for a dog. They have passports here, proper passports. I mean, I don't know. It's a cultural shock for me. Okay. I think I'm glad I didn't choose the road and I chose the canal. This is way better. The roads has its own benefits, the rolling hills, there's a decline, there's an incline, the cars going by, the tarmac under your bike feels different. But if I wanted to go on the road, I'll be on a motorcycle, right? I want to use this. So that's why I'm here, using the canal to get to New Mills. And I think once we get on the Monsal Trail, I've heard so many things about the Monsal Trail and how beautiful it is. So that guy that we saw, he must have been 75 odd years, and he was fit as an arrow. I mean, the way he was walking, the way his whole demeanor spoke how fit he was. Now, body ages, but it doesn't mean that it deteriorates completely. Body ages very gracefully because it's a process. The process is basically your body is in a constant state of flux, right? So